Alright, here we are in round one. This is our first hand. It's totally unkeepable. So we will be mulling to 6. Alright, this hand, however. I have a 2-drop and 2 1-drops. I'll mull one more time. Alright, well, this is the one. We hope to draw plains. Actually, Shimmering Grotto would be probably our best, because then it doesn't matter. We can at least play Doom Traveler on turn 2. Alright, so he's zombies. Alright, that's totally what we need. Alright. He will be... Oh, maybe he's vamps. So I'm not going to block here in case he follows up with Blood Crazed Neonate. So he's getting ready to Harvest Pyre. But that's fine. 2 for wanting him. I mean, getting rid of a card out of his hand. Totally okay with me. I'll just take your 2 damage here, sir. And then... Now I will just wait to see if there's an Erdwall Ripper coming my way. There's a chance he thought this was a Blood Crazed Neonate. So maybe he's got one in his hand. And this was just like, a terrible mistake. I don't want to block now because of Wake Dancer either. 3 mana up is, I just don't want to play into something that's going to grab him a token. Alright, well, we will happily do this there. And I'll block that. If he tries to remove it, I at least can block with the Spirit then. Oh, now, if he Harvest Pyres that, the Spirit token, I will be so elated. But he doesn't here, so maybe he's waiting for me to declare a block with it. Huh. Okay, so now he could follow up with Land Wake Dancer, and then I would be in trouble. But he doesn't. Okay, so anything in our deck is castable now after next turn. So whatever we draw here, as long as it's gas, is good. I can take a couple swings from a Forge Devil, I think. Big blue thing. No. That's not that. Okay. Bumps me. Can bump me again. So I gotta be aware that he might have picked up a couple different bump in the night. So I mean, okay, this is perfect. And I'll hold on to Island. I don't really have a reason to play it. I definitely have to trade here, I think. Wake Dancer, again, is going to be a nightmare, but the bump in the night is actually kind of important now that he's got it in his graveyard. And that leads me just to believe that he has another one somewhere. You gotta have a Morbid Trigger creature. You're harvest piring, my guy? Wow. Okay. Well, that I can tragic slip, hopefully. Play an unruly mob. So I'm gonna bait removal with that, hopefully. Otherwise I'll trade Blood Crazed Neonate. Okay. So if I don't draw a creature this turn, I'm playing Claustrophobia on that. And I mean, because now I'm like in the range of 3 Bump in the Nights. So that's over the course of 3 turns, and he has to draw land and another Bump in the Night. But it's definitely possible. I'm okay with Silent Departure here instead. I want him to play something big, so I might just Silent Departure that again. Yeah. We're just gonna save ourselves the damage from the Bump in the Night as best we can. I really need a Shimmering Grotto or a Swamp. Or actually, any of my flyers would be great here. That's awesome. I think I'll just Tragic Slip that. Yeah. Alright, I'll just wait till the last possible moment. In case he wants to pump or something. Okay. Big creature? Follow-up play? Our, like, worst nightmare is Markov Warlord pre-combat. Oh, okay. Well, that was no surprise. Wow. A gift from the heavens. Choose between... put that in my hand and that in my graveyard. Play that, and we'll pass. Okay. I think I just tap that down. There's really... I don't want to worry about a removal spell bringing me to 1 life. Ah, even better. Okay, we'll just do this during his upkeep. I mean, it's not going to be a surprise. Alright, we'll cast this guy. Wow, you got to be kidding me. Okay. Well, thank God we're not drawing these cards, because that would really be terrible. Alright. So we'll just sit back here and tap you down. I'm just obviously hanging on to these to keep the illusion that I have something to do, perhaps a dissipate. Maybe I'll take a little longer to think about this. Whatever it is. Looks like he's trying my own Jedi mind trick on me. Okay. He's tapped 4 mana and he's deciding on a 5th. Okay, that's fine. One of my tower guys says, now bit the dust. Woo! Nah, I'll wait. We'll swing first. We'll play it now. And just look here. Unruly Mob is the least attractive return. If something happens that would return it. Our opponent certainly has a lot of land, so if he... We gotta remember to do this, of course. If he has Devil's Play in his deck, that could be... Well, at this point it's game over for sure, unless we hit Dissipate. I should probably just be prepared, because he is playing out land, and he's got 2 cards in his hand, which I'm just led to believe are land at this point. We just were getting exceedingly lucky when we Tower Geisted into dual lands. Tap him. Okay, so we'll attack in with both these guys. I'm gonna leave up my swamp this turn, since I haven't been leaving it up before. It might make him think I have something, like Undying Evil perhaps, and it might make him change his removal targets because of it. We will tap that down. Alright, we had a pretty slow start this game. Drew lots of land. But it looks like we might be doing okay here. A non-blocker is not really a concern. And to be on the safe side, I guess I can claustrophobia it. And that at least prevents him from swinging back at me. Unless we draw Battleground Geist, and then we hopefully just win. Well, that's an even better answer to Interloper. So we'll get in with our Air Force here. He doesn't know we have the claustrophobia, at least. Slayer of the Wicked's just going to be good against his deck, it looks like, anyway. So, have it is, you know, it's not really, it's kind of a moot point if he sees it or not. Because it's going to destroy just boatloads of stuff in there, in his deck. But showing him another piece of actual removal, whereas this like counts as a hill giant in our deck if it doesn't count as a removal spell. Showing him another removal spell is not what we want to do. We don't want him to be able to play around all of our removal. Alright, so that was game 1. Okay, so we were able to stabilize pretty well there. Trying to think if there was anything. He didn't really target me. His guys had to attack. We might just want like more early game guys. I was at 5 mana so fast. Let's see. Take out that and replace it with the Silver Chase Fox. And let's see. Sanctuary Cat is actually okay, but I mean it kills vampires. That can't be overlooked. I'll get rid of Shriekgeist and I just want to do this old thing here. I went down in a 2-drop spot. I think the Gallows Warden can come out. And I'll put in the... I'm going to put in the Shriekgeist. At least that can block the Interloper. He was pretty much all basics. I guess Witchbane Orb could stop him from bumping me. But one card, I mean, unless there was like something in here that just wasn't doing anything against him, you know? There's not really anything in my deck that just outright is bad versus him. I think this is a okay sideboard. Alright. He is deciding. I'm sure he'll be on the play again. Yep, he chose to play first. This is a hand that I can keep, for sure. First turn Cat, second turn Gather the Townsfolk. Pretty good. And draw an island. That makes me even happier. I think I'll happily sensory deprivation that. Can't block, so now it can't attack either. It's like a pacifism that I didn't even have to work for. Neonate, it's okay. So I'll probably swing with the cat if he wants to trade it here. I don't think he can take out both my townsfolk tokens. So I will play it and I will fake the Faith Shield here. There are no like 1 mana blue instants except Thought Scour, and that's the only one that's like not going to like even raise an eyebrow. I guess there's Dream Twist too. But Faith Shield might make somebody play around removal or play around it. Okay. So this is Vampiric Fury right here, which is fine, because if he wants to hit me for 1 flying, that's okay. But it wasn't. Maybe it's a morbid creature that he didn't have all last game. He's got all his stops too, so If there was meant to be a Vampiric Fury there, it should have happened. Maybe he's trying to get me comfortable with him attacking with a Vampire Interloper. Okay, we'll play the Geist. We're looking for an island now, obviously. Neither one is an island, so we'll take the other double blue card, guaranteeing that we get completely hosed. Yep. So he wanted his Neonate dead, so he would have a removal spell. Alright, a 1/1 Death Toucher. 2 cards in hand. Island. Play out my planes. I'll offer him the trade on either one of these. Cat versus rat. Got it. I guess it was a game of cat and mouse. Alright, he's got no good cards in his hand. Maybe he's looking for double red. I might be just misinterpreting what's going on here. We'll see if he, like, windmill slams another mountain here after he does this. Because it looks... This painstaking decision-making makes me think that he has to choose over... Like, choose a land over one of the good cards in his hand. But, who knows? Rotting Fin Snake. Well, then, yeah, it's playable. Ah. I probably just would have discarded that. It's much less good than a Rotting Fen Snake would have been. Alright, well, we have a flying creature. We will play it. And move on. Okay, looting out of the graveyard. Another swamp. And a Traitorous Blood. He must have known that double red was totally out of the realm of the possible. So he does have 2 Bump in the Nights. We probably could have got away with playing our Witchbane Orb. We'll put down a Cultist. Huh. Well, we can at least silent departure that for a couple turns. And is that enough to kill him? Yeah, it is. Alright. And so I'm trying to think of what he would have to have. He'd have to have... He has to have the Blood Gift Demon, yeah. Okay. So that's game one. We'll see you in the next game.